vile si udu manze, every Saturday 10 p.m. till late. It's all about representations by Kenyans for Kenyans in a Kenyan fashion, you know? So right now tukiingia ndege tuone kwa heri sign vizuri. Tuko na documents zetu tayari, tulipack all the essentials and now we are traveling, we are globe trotting. Na tumefika pahali pazuri sana, and right now I want to introduce a new member of Diaspora family, and at least we can get to know each other. Tuingie kwa hii maneno ya love, and what better day to get to know each other but on Valentine's. So, Sarah, niaje, mambo vipi?
Poa sana, how are you doing?
Mimi niko A-okay, niko BS. Siku ya mapenzi ndio hii, manze tunaifurahia sana. Thank you very much for taking the time to be here with us. Aya, nataka sasa utufanyia small favor, tuambie uko area gani, because wase wanadhani maybe uko hapa Athi River, wanadhani uko hapa Eldoret, hapana. Waambie uko area gani, and also please introduce your partner to us.
Thank you so much. I am in Norway, in a place called Karmøy, which is the western part of Norway, southwestern, is it? Mm-hmm. Yes, and this is my amazing husband. His name is Sverre Tutlandsmo. Ukisema hiyo, ukiweza kutamka hiyo.
Hey, Svag. Nimepata hiyo kwanza, Svag.
Ongeza hapo mwisho.
Svag. Say it again.
Sverre.
Hey, okay. Sivaga. I'm sorry, forgive me, but you have such an amazing name. But say it to us one more time, both of them, please.
Sverre Tutlandsmo.
Oof. Wow, sounds like a rap lyric. I love it, and it sounds so amazing. Talk to us about yourself, introduce yourself to us, because I'm sure Kenyans are eager to know more about you.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Sarah Wanjiku Mwangi Tutlandsmo, and I go by Shiko Mwangi across social media platforms, so most people would know me by Shiko Mwangi. And I am, first of all, a Christian. I love the Lord, and I share content online, faith, beauty, and lifestyle. And I lead a community called God Girl Community, which is a community where women come together to grow in purpose, identity, and wholeness. And we just encourage each other. For those who are waiting for marriage, when they want to get married, we inspire one another and give practical tips.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing, and I love the fact that you've talked about, God, because, He already gave His only begotten Son, to die for us, the most purest of love. So for you to even shed light on that is really important. So before tuingilie maneno ya mapenzi hapa na pale, talk to us about kidogo tu in a nutshell, your journey ya kutoka hapa 254 na kuingia Norway, alafu tuingie sasa maneno ya love at first sight, ama ilikuwa ni mapenzi ya kuendelea tu?
Okay, my journey to Norway, I moved to Norway in August 2022, and I came as a student to study a Master's in International Environmental Studies. And how I knew about Norway was through my sister, Esther. She was in that time in a relationship with a Norwegian, and she used to tell me, Shiko, studying in Norway is free. To take a master's, it's like free. And I was like, nataka kurudi shule kweli. But then I have such a beautiful bond with my sisters. So somehow tukakuwa like, okay, let me try. Let me just see. And I got admitted. And so I moved to Norway. And I lived in Oslo, which is the capital city of Norway, for 2 years. During my period of study, I was hosted by my sisters and my sister's husband. And after that, that's where I met my husband and now moved to this part of the country. Yes. Okay,
amazing. Sasa Sarah, we utapiga pause kidogo tu sasa. Niongeleshe husband just a bit. Can you please talk to us about the love? Like, was it at first sight? Did you see her on a train? Did you see her at the airport? Did you meet her somewhere at a restaurant? Talk to us about the first encounters with Sarah and how that love grew. I want to hear your side of the story.
We didn't meet on a train. We met on a dating site, a Christian dating site. So yeah, we just started talking, and I think I knew from the first couple of weeks, or at least I prayed about it, that please God, let this be my wife.
That's amazing, because also we had our earlier guest, Tekla, who also told us about their dating site. I love the fact that you specified it and said it was a Christian dating site, and you all met there. Were there any kind of, when people meet online, there's usually a bit of standoffish. Is this really the person? Is it a catfish? Is it? Talk to me about those first experiences. Now, Sarah, I want to hear your side. Umetumiwa DM, umeambiwa yay, hey. So how was your experience like? Was it like where he said you knew straight away that this was the man for you, or did it take a while?
Actually, for me, I had been in the dating sites, and even different dating sites, for longer than him. And I had gone through my own share of disappointments and all that. So by the time I had gotten to a point where I told God, you know what? I am tired of trying on my own strength to meet somebody, because I really wanted, I love marriage, and I wanted to settle down, and I love this country, so I wanted to settle down, and I was praying to meet somebody from this country. So I had gone on dates trying to see, okay, and at some point, I'm sure for anyone who is in diaspora and has tried, they can tell you dating is very different and can be very hard to meet somebody. And so somehow I felt God playing it in my heart that I'll meet my husband in that specific app, or like hold on to that one, because I was ready to delete everything. And so I just kept it there, and I was like, I wasn't even checking. And then all of a sudden he sends me a message, and at that point I was like, I don't want to raise my hopes up, because I don't want to get disappointed. But from how he talked to me from the first conversations, I could tell he's not just somebody playing games. And I also prayed about it, and the more we kept talking, the more I started seeing, okay, this one is serious. Yeah.
I love that. I love the fact that you took a chance on it, you prayed about it. It was a whole 360 for you. And also, as you continue to know each other, I'm sure one thing that came across was the culture. I'm sure you're both from different cultures. How was that like? I'd like to know both sides, like learning each other's culture, especially from Kenya, from Norway, different kinds of interactions. Talk to me about teaching each other's culture and learning about each other's culture.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
So yeah, cultural differences have been there. First of all, from the first time we met, I was very busy. So from talking online, he had to take a plane to come meet me in Oslo, because where we live is 7 hours apart. And so for me, I was like, I have already arranged a trip with my sister and her family. So if you want us to meet, you have to come to this trip together with my family. So already that was a cultural shock, because what do you mean you're inviting me like on the first time we are meeting to come together with your family? But I thought, because I'm always with my family, most of we have a very close relationship, I if he would be comfortable even from the onset, being in such an environment, I also felt like he would be able to learn more about me by being around, people, my family. And so I think that was the first cultural interaction that we had, but he navigated very well. He came and it went smoothly. Up to when we got married, from the beginning, one of the most shocking things for me was, I love cooking, and I was raised up knowing that I should serve my husband, I should cook for him, bring for him food in the table. Maybe when he's going to work in the morning, I should wake up, prepare coffee for him or whatnot. But then I quickly learned that it's not like that for him. He's very independent. He likes to... He knows what he's gonna wear himself. I don't have to pick out his clothes for him. And he loves cooking. He can clean the house. So I saw like, this is actually a partnership. And so at first it was like, he's coming, showing me, this, maybe try like this in the kitchen. I was like, why are you coming in the kitchen business? you know. But yeah.
And how was your experience like, especially when she's saying you going into the kitchen, you know, there's some things she thinks this is how it should be done. How was that like, especially explaining it to her that I got this, I can do this, we can share this, we can talk to me about those experiences.
If we talk about, especially in the kitchen, it can be actually something that we argue most about, I think, because I know my way around the kitchen, so I want the food a certain way, and I know how to do it. So, yeah.
Yeah, especially around like spices. I love spices, so I want to. Hey, kanini, you know. I mean, like, yeah. But we learned how to. I think it's a lot about communication. So we've learned how to communicate, and we are still growing. And I've come now to see, you know, he can cook. He can now even cook pilau. And what's the other Kenyan thing you love cooking?
Masala fries.
Masala fries. He's very good at it.
Kabisa, I love that. I love the bit of compromise. I like the bit of learning each other. Also, kuna wase wana kuwatch sahi Sarah na wanasema, Sarah manze, hiyo ni good life. Umepata mpenzi majuu, kila kitu iko too best. Everything is A-okay. Is that true? Is finding love abroad as hype as it is, ni kitu poa? What would you say for yourself? What are some of those things you'd tell those guys who are watching you right now wakidhani, hey, hii mapenzi ya abroad inaweza?
It is not all roses. It's not, I mean, when you're married to somebody from your own country, the fact that you are raised in different backgrounds, it's all or even marrying in another tribe, you know, it comes with its own difficulties. So now imagine you're from a different country, totally different ways of upbringing. So it demands a lot of maturity. It demands a lot of emotional intelligence, communication, and just being yourself. I feel like you need to allow your partner to see, don't try to be a perfect version of yourself, because you're all a work in progress. And the Bible says in 2 Corinthians 3:18 that we are all being transformed every day through the renewal of our minds as we behold Jesus. So for us in our marriage, one thing that has really helped us navigate those is from the time we were dating, we've always been praying together. Even though it was a long distance, we would call and pray together. And even now we always pray together every day and read the Bible together. I feel like also God being at the center of our marriage really gives us a solid foundation, and also helps us in things like forgiveness. I'm able to see that there are things I can't change about him. There are things he can't change about me. But I can accept him as he is, pray for him as I trust God to change the things that I hope to see a transformation in. And the same for him, because none of us is perfect. Yeah, and just giving each other grace, you know? So for anyone who think it's all roses, it is not. It takes a lot of sacrifice, compromise, but it's also beautiful. I enjoy him cooking the food. I enjoy the fact that I don't have to do some things for him. He can do it, and he can do it for me, and I can do it for him. I don't feel the pressure, like, yes, we are just friends, you know, and like we are best friends and we are lovers, all that in True. One.
I totally understand it. You've explained it so well, even quoting scripture. I love that. Also, when we're talking about love, you know, there has to be two very important things. That day, Mans went down on one knee. I would love to know what happened during that time, because I'm sure it was a special time also, you know, before we talk about the big day, the wedding.
Yes. Okay. So, first of all, it was something I was expecting and I was waiting for, because we had discussed. I had even measured my ring size. You remember? He already knew my ring size. So, ladies, don't just wait and hope, you know, have those conversations. So, because I wanted to know, okay, if this thing, where is it going? Is it going somewhere? When are you proposing? You know, not from a place of giving him pressure, but I also, from previous experiences, I didn't want to waste my time. And I feel like, you should be able to have such open conversations with someone you potentially want to get married to. So it was just a matter of when will he do it. It wasn't a matter of, oh, he's proposing, you know. So it was just at a time I had come to visit. As I said, we lived 7 hours apart, so I'd come to visit. And I was just surprised. One day I was walking into a certain room and he was there with candles, kneeling down, and then I went in and immediately closed the door and ran away.
Oh, I'm sure he was wondering, what is happening? Why are you running away?
Yeah.
How was it like? Talk to us about your point of view. Sarah has already told us she walked into the room. Now tell us from when she walked into the room.
She came in and she immediately said yes, so I was very happy about that. But I have to be honest, the proposal wasn't like really planned. I knew I was going to do it, but I didn't know when. So I think one night she was visiting me, I just got a feeling like you can't wait anymore, just do it now.
Nice.
So I made up an excuse and asked her to go and make me some coffee. And when she did that, I did the candles thing and went down on one knee.
Oh, love it, love it. I'm taking notes for us singlets here. We're just taking notes and making sure everything is good. And also, Sarah, let's talk about the culture, because we know back home here, there's dowry payment, there's cows to be exchanged, chickens, relatives here and there, mzee aongeleshwe nini nini. Talk to us about that whole process, if it happened, how it happened, were there any, you know, if there was any of that, or was it a smooth process? And was this a culture shock to your husband, or was it something that he was expecting?
I think it was a bit of not a shock, because I've heard about dowry before, but when you're standing in the middle of it, it's like, oh, what do I do now? But for me, or in my culture, it's something that we don't practice. So I told Chico, I was explaining to her that this is something I'm not used to, and I didn't want to step on any toes. So I made her talk to her family about that this is something that I'm not used to, and we have to find a way, because we're not exchanging cows or that kind of stuff.
Yes, so actually what happened is, the good thing is my sister is also, I have two sisters who are also married in Norway, and one of them got married before me. So my parents have that experience before of an intercultural marriage at home. And so what I did with my husband is I took more of the lead in having the discussions with my dad and my mom, just explaining our situation about him, like this is not something he's used to, and we are a young couple, we are building our life. So I'll be honest and say it's not like, you know, we had like millions that right now we are coming with this huge envelope. So but my dad is very, very understanding, and you know, even as a Christian family, we are no longer like tied to traditions in that sense. We appreciate and honor traditions. But so what we did, we had, as it's playing on screen right now, traditional sort of tradition. I don't call it the formal ratio. We called it like an introduction party, but it was in the place of honoring our parents. So I would call it, that was our traditional wedding. And we gave our parents an envelope. We actually gave them the envelope the day before, because I wanted him on that day to just relax and be himself and for us to enjoy the day. So we didn't have that being called in to be summoned by the elders.
Yeah.
But yes, we did give the envelope.
I like the fact that what I'm picking up is the fact that even when you're in love, there has to be a bit of compromise. There has to be a bit of understanding where someone else is coming from. So I love the fact that even you yourself, you took it upon yourself to say, okay, I understand where he's coming from, and even explaining it to your family. So I love it. I love these good examples of love. It's inspiring in so many different levels. So also, also, one thing I want to touch on, you talked about the social media stuff. I see a lot of your content online. I see a lot of videos. How is that like, showing the whole world? I know it's a different type of feeling right now in this day and age, but for you as a couple, how is it like? Is it something you've talked about? Because we see social media couples, and once you show us, we want to be involved in every single matter. Talk to us about that balance, social media, posting everything, and also just making sure everything is okay.
I think it all comes to wisdom, and it comes with having a goal and a purpose for it. So the purpose is not just showing our lives that, okay, I live in Norway, my life is cool like this. That's not the purpose of it. I always feel like I want to inspire people. I want my platforms to inspire people. I want, whether I'm sharing about my marriage, for it to be an inspiration, and for it to radiate the glory of God, and for it to make somebody see that, you know what, if this girl got here, I can also get there. And also to encourage them that, okay, life is not just about eating and drinking and, you know, moving about life every day as normal. There's actually a purpose to this life, and we don't share everything. You know, it comes to that wisdom of what is. There are things that are special to us that, you know, we want to keep to ourselves, but there are things that, of course, we would love to share with the world. Some of the things, like today was very snowy. I posted a video when I was shoveling snow in the morning. We woke up to shovel snow. It was a lot of snow. So such things as well.
I totally get it. Those cute moments with shoveling snow, please. Musifiche is but those other moments, it's fine. You can keep them. And I love that. Also, when we talk about love, it's not only ups, there's also downs. How do you get through the hard times? And how do you get through that point, to those instances where you're not really understanding one another? How do you get to that other side of resolve?
I'll be honest. The first time, what did I used to do? I used to cry a lot.
It's okay to cry.
Not because like he has hurt me or anything, but it's that frustration, like when I feel like we are not understanding each other. Na siwezi mwongelesha Kiswahili. I won't just come here and explain in Swahili or my mother tongue.
Yeah.
And I didn't have that what is it called? Like when you can communicate well, you know? So it's like an avoidance. I want to keep things to myself. I want to keep that pain to myself. And, you know, he's been really supportive in terms of encouraging me. When you feel like you're not comfortable with something, come and talk, you know, let's discuss it. And so it has come it's been a lot of growth where now we are learning to communicate, not to let things like accumulate, but also having like a true north. A true north is like, at the end of the day, we know that irrespective of what happens, I know he means well for me. We are a team, we love each other. And also prayer, you know, putting God first. It really helps us. Yes, anything else?
Yeah, I also, when we are touching on such matters, talk to me about Najua ku bring two cultures together, because as we have seen from your videos, everybody from home is so happy. And how is that like? How is it like maneuvering? Because I'm sure watu wanataka kuenda US wapige wedding huko, niko sure watu wa US wanataka kuja hapa. How do you find that good balance so that everybody, especially during a special kind of moment, anasikia at least ako sawa?
Like this December we were in Kenya, because my sister was also getting married to a Norwegian in Kenya, so we traveled together. So it has to be communication to plan early for the traveling, and also like plan like we hope like maybe when we get children, like we can have our parents to come and visit. And I feel like with Norway, all you need is, it's not like such a hard process to visit. So it's more like just having the paperwork in order, having the passports in order, Yeah, anything you want to add? Yes.
Okay, I like that. So that means we'll be seeing you very soon. So even when you guys come here to the 254, please don't forget you have a new family, Diaspora Connect. Would love to connect with you right here in studio, and that's how it is. Alafu pia, as we leave you with a lot of love, because I'm sure there's many plans, there's things still in the works. Talk to me and please send out your salams, because I'm sure some of your relatives, your loved ones are watching from back home here. And I'm sure a few of your loved ones from Norway also watching. So please send out your salams, wasalimie, and then your husband can wrap it up with giving us a message of love that we can take forward.
Okay, so for me, I would want to start by saying hi to my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Julius Mwangi Kang'ethe, habari zenyu. My sister Priscilla Mwinami and her family, Fadhili Fanaka. My sister Rita and her husband Boniface, her children Fanaka, Hadassa, Amani. My cousin Mudhoni Kangara. My lovely God Girl community. Hello, all of them. And on Instagram, Ryan Muita. Oh my God, it's so many people. Nelly, Esther, Migai. I could go on and on and on. And yeah. Yes. My husband wants me to open his word to share the message of love.
It's from Romans 12:10. Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves.
I love it. Thank you very much. We appreciate you so much. Please don't forget when you come back home, tungependa kuwa na nyinyi hapa because you're automatically becoming our ambassador. So make sure as you're out there in Norway, tell a few people about us. Alafu pia, our Masis, waambie tunawataka hapa pia. Masis, ambia Masis wote we would love to have them. So thank you very much for coming through. And that's what it's about right here on Diaspora Connect. Connecting you with stories by Kenyans for Kenyans. Alafu pia spice it up today. On Lovers Day,